to 5, and we are here live with some Fortnite Axe of Champions. Hoping here we can set everything up looking good for the tournament. We'll get straight into it. Just going to check everything is up and running nicely on the stream. Okay. Hopefully, there we go. Let's join the Axe of Champions tournament. Play now. It's going to take us a bit of time to obviously get into a game with our ping. Everything is up on the stream. That is great. And there we go. And how is everybody this morning? Obviously, I realise it is 5 o'clock in the morning. Hence, speaking a little bit quieter because this is obviously the early hours of the morning here in England. As it states in the introduction, it's 5 o'clock, so we're going to get into this tournament. Again, top 200 people win the Axe of Champions. I don't think we are going to be one of those 200 people. I just thought I would do this stream for fun and sort of push myself as well a little bit. At some point, roughly about 6:45, if we've not played out our 10 games by then, because it could happen. I will be disappearing for a couple of minutes to feed my cat, because she'll pound through the door if she's not fed on time. Hopefully we can get a couple of longer games in. I'm going to play a little bit of a different strategy. I think I'm going to have to obviously play quite defensive, but at the same time get full materials as quickly as possible and maybe build up a lot. And that is very bouncy. Hopefully that will settle down at some point. Yeah, that was not fun. That's very bouncy. And when I go down to feed the cat as well, I always remember to grab my glasses, which is a mistake I've made already. Obviously got a little bit of a better drop than us already. Someone landing there. Someone landing. Way back there. We're just gonna almost just glide down here. Slide. I see someone else just landed over there. Oh. Okay, a few mats. They've landed turtle, so they are going to be up already. See, that's just someone from there straight away. Fucking hell. out of here as quickly as possible. See, 2 ping and a dream. That's an awful start. Again, I'm not expecting much from this tournament, and that was hard. So I feel like I'm going to have to choose a decent landing spot. Again, just need 5 points to grab the spray. Still plenty, 9 games to go, so we could settle into this quite quickly. Hopefully, just from the stream, kind of just looking for maybe one top 10 finish. Obviously, if I die off spawn 10 times, that's me done. But if that happens, I will play for a little bit, maybe some ranked. See why that's loading up. Quite a few people might have started the tournament late as well. Not late, but should have really taken a quick look at what the scoring system is. I'm guessing if it's top 75, you'll get a point. That seems what it was last week. And I played a different tournament. I feel like maybe landing that close to the turtles was a mistake. Quite a few chests there, so I feel like better players will be landing there than me. Just tell by the names, there's decent players in the lobbies. I should have really looked to see what other tournaments are going on at this time in Oceania. Okay, I'll see, and there's another taco in the kill feed down there. Twitch streamer. There's someone down there looking to comp me. This is great. And that's the thing people will be doing. They will be looking to get an early elimination. Especially if they recognise you from a distance as well. That person obviously clocked me early, and we're going to have to go up here. And we're already down on loot. Where we go? If we can, let's try and get some mats. There we go. Maybe play a little bit defensive from here. Now, one weapon is not ideal. We don't really have much, any options. Try and hit that slow truck. And I'll circle our way around just a little bit. We may be able to see something going on down there. Yep. And not ideal. Let's circle the outskirts of everything at this point. And just try and see if we can get a few more weapons. Obviously this won't no points, but you're fully shielded up. Obviously there's a battle going on down there. To answer our question, we do not. Get our point to 75. We've already captured Kappa Factory already. Trying to settle into this. Going wide maybe might be the option. There's the first point for 50th place. Go down the back side here, and there's a couple of points. So there's the 5 points we needed. Battle going over there. It's quite smart for us to play medkits and stuff like that. That's the only way we are going to be able to compete here. So play the longer game. person down there has moved into a better position. So we are gonna skirt the edges, so to speak. Yes, we could have spent a little bit more time there. You want to hit the rock off there. And that's not ideal, but we'll go with it. 13 points. I think we, depending on how well we get into the games, we should be able to hopefully get around 100 points. See where people land for tournaments. Obviously more people do land further out, which obviously is what we will do. And just trying to see which way to go. Deciding not to land our regular landing spot for this tournament as well. I think I need to pick a spot and run with it. And circle round to our regular spot. I have seen people land here for competitive. So that doesn't play in our advantage with 300 ping. Again, that one's taken. I was gonna hide in this bush. See a battle going on over there, and that is some epic buildings straight off the bat. Little police for us, and we're gonna fly back down this way. With pod incoming. Again, kind of cowardly play by us, but this is kind of what we've got to do in this tournament. See people rotating at different points as well. That's another point for us. Circle backside, we have got 2 med kits to use up. Obviously if we can find some more meds, that'll be nice. That's where we've circled down before, obviously. Well, that build battle we could see from our location just indicates what level of players we've got. As that build's built quickly doesn't play into how well we're going to do in this tournament. Like I said, I think it's just about me. Got 2 shotguns at the moment, and we have some splashes. There we go. If anybody watching this, this is not how you want to play a tournament, really. When you're on high ping, this is the way you kind of got to play it. Obviously we've got a top 28. Unfortunately, this is also our second game. See if we can grab a bit more loot, and this is when we're going to struggle, and there's a bit of a distance for us. And we play medkits, we've got plenty of medkits to go around. Let's see where we got to. So we got to go back the way we came, pretty much. I'll play a few more medkits as well. Obviously, people building up down here. Perhaps this. Again, we might be able to use that pad to our advantage. See someone dropping a pad there, means we can use it for rotation. See a few people built up down there. Again, not ideal for us, this location. But we are in zone. And this is where I normally like to land, so I know the way to land. I think there's a big battle going on there. I'm just gonna build up here. So I'm in between, right in between 2. Medallions. I may have to do this late, because they are going to go. Again, let's see. Again, second angle. See. Mark a position for ourselves. See someone that. Okay. Let's go. Again, a couple of med kits to use to go. Not ideal. I was interested to see how play through like this, how med kits and stuff would play out for me here. Again, can use the med kits to our advantage here. Get into zone if we can. Can tank quite a bit. Someone's built up there, I can see. Again, there's a plate. Medkit, so we are eating zone quickly. There's another point, top 16. Again, we've got nothing to play with here. I have to go late. We're eating zone already. So let's try and make it here. And circle in. And we might be able to do something from here. Again, make it. There we go, we're back in. Just build up on the bottom of. Go. Then we can go back on the way we came. Obviously that is not our builds. We kind of got to play this very defensively. Yeah. Obviously this is not an area I'm used to playing competitive wise. Circle out. Let's build up. Okay, there we go. Completely outplayed there, but that's a lot more points than I thought we'd get. So I managed to get 35 points there from the second game. So settled into it again. Not used to playing that level of end game. That will come with time. And basically on this ping, it won't go well most times, but I feel like that's the way we're going to have to play this, sort of very, very defensive. Again, I should have maybe looked for some bounce pads, splashes and fizzes, especially for those end games. So no doubt we're nowhere near the top 200, but we'll take a look for a laugh. So I've got the 8 points, so I've got the spray. This is going to take a bit of time to load. Yeah, that's at top 200. See, we're a little bit closer than I thought. Oh. Top 2,000 or so. I think 100 points will be a good finishing spot for me. Obviously, a lot of players, I think, are going to get some very, very high scores. 30 points each from top 50, so depending on how many games you play, it'll be, I think the winner will get over 600 points easily. Again, we're just looking for at least one top 10. I think by looking at that end game, it's going to be difficult. If I can find a decent landing spot, sort of uncontested, I do stand a chance of obviously getting into the top 50. That's when the points will start racking up. I'll see if we can get exactly where we did there, top 17 or so. We can, even top 15, that's 35 points a game. We can definitely rack up some points. I would quite like to use my secondary landing spot, but I don't think it's going to happen. I kind of think we need to stay away from the turtles as well, to be honest. But I'm going to go anyway. See, our secondary landing spot for the last couple of seasons has been flooded frogs, but that is unfortunately no longer in the game, so we are having to change it up on the fly. I did want to land backside there, but someone is obviously flying towards that. I may have a good drop for turtles. Can't see anybody else flying towards it. Maybe, like me, they thought to themselves, that's going to be a little bit too much of a dangerous landing spot. See someone there flying deep. Fortunately for me, that's not what I wanted to happen. I'll be comped quickly. Ideally, this would not be the way we're playing this one. If we can find a rift out, well, a rift would be amazing right now. The bug's obviously there. Well, we're going to go round the back of Kappa Kappa Factory if we can. So skate on the outside down here. So Kappa Kappa Factory is in. So that's the way we're going to go. There's also a nice big chest. Let's grab everything in there. There we go. Feel a little bit better. There's a battle going on down there. And we do have ourselves a pad. Let's use that pad and get out of here. Maybe start circling around. Go down here. But at the same time we do need now to get some mats. Maybe tank a little bit. We need to. Again, we don't want to be breaking trees here. Splashes will come in handy. And we'll just use the back side of this gold shotgun. It's going to be useful. Yeah, good stuff. I don't think there's going to be any time in this we're going to get an easy landing spot. Like I said, if we play after 10 games and we don't do well, which is very highly likely will happen, we'll play some games elsewhere just to take us up to over a 2-hour stream. Obviously it is 20 to 6 here in the UK in the morning, so it's why I'm being a little bit quieter than normal. Other people in the house trying to sleep. Let's get into, unfortunately, our 4th game. I said I wanted to get 100 points. Obviously there's still 2 hours and 20 minutes, so I can play out the last game. Obviously 6 games here. It's interesting seeing where people land for proper tournament as well. So obviously this is not a skill based tournament. There should be some reasonably good players in it. Again, I didn't check what other tournaments are going on. So trios and CS does start at 9 o'clock. So there could be quite a few people playing this now. For a higher level, get a little bit of a easy warm up. Obviously pro players and stuff, they do obviously play for more than 2.5, 3 hours a day. Some of them play 8, 9, 10 hours a day. So 2 tournaments for them is quite easy. Obviously, we are not going to be playing the FNCS. I don't even think we wouldn't even be Division 3. I think we need Division 10 or 11 for us to play in that, and again, I'd give it a shot if it was solos. And that's not, I don't want to play with other people, I just know how good I am at the game, and I don't want to ruin someone's chances of, doing well. I want other people to succeed, and I will just slow them down. Again, I would have liked flooded frogs here, but I think that would be very heavily contested. Especially in the first couple of seasons as well, where the OD mask was the only way to get through that little hidden area with all the slurp barrels and stuff. Again, I'm going to land somewhere a little bit different this time. Again, side settling the game. See, battle's already going on over there. We're just going to try and settle in, and yep, there's someone comping here as well. Someone's landed there, great. So we've already get down hard already. So help us out. There's some shield as well. The ping comes into effect. Okay, I've got to just run now. Get underneath. Get down. Not enough mats really. Yes, it's running scared, but that's the way we're going to have to play. A little bit of wood there. Again, ideally we need triple this amount, even at this level. Maybe we can go into the water down here and go around the backside. Geronimo! There we go. Again, not ideal. Definitely do a lot more mats at the same time. This might be the best way for us to play this tournament. Use the water, go around the back. Yeah, swimming is not ideal on this ping either. Highly likely someone could have landed here as well. we can get to a position where we can grab some more mats. I'll feel happy. I see there's someone else down there. That's not in our advantage. Just run. See. Where did he find those from? I can't even see him. Couldn't even see him. So we're getting shotgun from the top side. Okay. Again, I didn't expect anybody to be watching at this time. Let's have a quick look at the analysis. Wow. We load into our next game. Okay. How long will it take us to find this game? Obviously, a lot of people will be a lot higher up now. Do we try and change up? Skin a little bit. Obviously I'm not using the polar bear skin in this one because it would make no sense whatsoever. A big bulky skin like that in competitive is not a smart thing to do. Four games played, 35 points. I feel like we need to find somewhere where we can loot up because I'm not going to beat anybody in any battles, am I? Some fucking Groot for competitive. What can I say? I would like to land my spot. Maybe something absolutely stupid like here is where I need to land. Maybe look for a different strategy as well. And I can't see anybody else sort of dropping with us. So we're unconned. Land in those tree area and circle round. Play the water to our advantage. Play trees to get some meds. Well, to get some mats. And we're going to be in zone here as well. So that helps. Let's land here. Hopefully there'll be a weapon. Med mist will be great here for us. We got ourselves a shotgun, and they are. Fishing might be a shot. Again. Let's get our mats up. Let's get wood up as well, more than anything. Yeah, we can play. Again, didn't want to knock that tree down. Oh, that one, well done. Yeah, there's plenty of mats for us here. We can definitely get full brick and full wood. Obviously, on this, and being a bit more, this being competitive, we're going to get jumped on if you show any sign of weakness, which we do. There we go. I'm going to take the bounce pads. Now we need to find some more shield. Hopefully find a little bit more in the way of ammo as well. Okay, chests and crates, yes, that's all we need. That's all we wanted. Another big pot. This might be a shot for us. Obviously now we're starting to collect points. At this point we've got full brick. This might have to be our landing spot. Again, we're in zone. We can skate around here. Racking up the points. We'll at least get to 60 here. Doesn't look like dropped here, anywhere near here. So it might be unlooted as well. Place everything. Again, no one seems to have dropped, definitely this backside anyway. Quite a few ways for us to circle in. That pistol isn't ideal. At the same time, we can just slowly start to loot here. There's a lot more meds. Super chest. Like a little bit better of a shotgun, but I'll just play with what I've got. That's no point. Again, no one seems to have landed here at all, so we can loot away. Again, just settle into this. See, people will be rotating into here at some point. Sort of give ourselves plenty of places to run and hide to. Points are racking up. Again. Our exit strategy. We definitely go for more meds. We'll take the splashes. Again, ammo wise, we are fine. Fizz, that's what we wanted. I don't think of our aim, the pump is worth us picking up. See. No point. We'll try and cap it, but I don't think there's any point. See where we've built up. points case is a 57, sorry. Or a fizz. More chests. I see plenty of exit strategies for us. Top 25. There's our 60 points. Get another launch pad there. Let's head down the back here. So you could not say I've landed here at all this season. Yeah, plenty of gear for us to loot. Sort of get a little bit ready for endgame. Oh, come on. We need to get this metal count up, don't we? Point for top 23. That should get us up. Format. You don't have to scoot around now. Again, just open as much up as we can. This actually wouldn't be too bad of a landing spot for us. Can just sort of now circle around a little bit. Ping staying at around 300. I think we're going to luckily get a gold anything here. Oh, these points will be helpful. So a lot of this zone is water. Quite a few more people heading this way. It's top 17. down this way. So get all the, so get us back up. This is not a stacker. Again, we're going to have to make our way over to zone. A little bit of a battle there. Let's try it if we can. We're in dead zone here. Just hide out down here. Top 15. We've got medallions both moving towards us. Again, we can sort of only hope they battle each other. Shots there. Again, we're not going to be able to keep any walls here. And just mark where we're going to go. We do have spray, we do have fizz. We do know. We do have. Okay. Now we do get our top 10. Congratulations to us. Let's use this to get over where we need to. Again, flying. This will be not ideal. Someone's landed where we were going to. If we can use this to fly up, we do. What we're going to do is we're going to tank a little bit. And sort of use our med mist. Use my mist again. There's a top 10. Top 8. Shotgun out. Goes back this way. Backside. Oh, away we go. look round. Again. Let's go down the water. Play this slowly. So it was built up. Again, what we're aiming for. Unfortunately for us, that is definitely the case. Okay. No, 8th place. There we go, we did manage to get that. That's 78 points. Okay. Is our one top 10 done, so that's one place for us up as well, which is amazing. So just to get 100 points as well, so just one, I think one more top 25 and we will have that 100 points. Then we can just work on trying to get an elimination. Again, we're not, I don't think we're in any chance of getting the Axe of Champions, not even close. I think they'll be over 400 now, or at least 300. Okay. So there's a lot of time for people to get more points. I think if I had a little bit more confidence in my gameplay, I think we could actually get to about 150 points here, but I'm going to settle for 100. It's finally starting to go light here in the UK. Still just 3 people watching. Thank you, whoever you are, for watching. It's not come up who's watching, but thank you. This is pretty much the way I'm going to play this whole tournament, unfortunately. With the 300 ping, I don't think I've hit a shot yet. But I'm trying to get used to maybe the end game with rotations and stuff like that, so I think that's more what I'm looking for from this. Have a little bit of confidence in building as well, especially on 300 ping as well. I feel like I would have landed the same place that I did then if it was a different type of drop. Again, see people following me down again. It's not the way I need to play this. Someone, guessing has landed there. We do with that contrail being off, but we're going to land here. 3 chests, a launch pad as well. So fizz, med mist, splashes, and there we go. There we go. Water plank. And let's go straight up here. So we're in zone straight away. That's nice for us. And now we're going to go around the back side here. We need to swap out a couple of things here, but at this point let's just get some more. Okay, that's obviously that was what that was going to do. We're gonna have to play and see if anybody's up here, so we need better loot. Okay, yeah, no one's landed here. We do have a make it. I see there's quite a few chests here as well. Maybe get a little bit of an upgrade on some stuff. Again, we could get max on metal out here, but I feel like we need to tell someone that coming over from that side, playing a little bit cowardly. But if we can get to the 100 points, it'll be worth it. I'll take the crash pads here. I think the way we're playing as well, that is definitely a loot we want. Again, if you're playing, don't never ever do that. Never destroy the trees in competitive. It gives people, it tells people where you are. I've done it again. Some more brick. Okay. There's the input. I will have a Fortnite region challenge coming out later on today. I've done Asia and Oceania. That's going to be better than the med kits, isn't it? Then play ourselves. We have a point. Again, we'll go all the way on the back here and come up there and keep on cycling around that way. Again, we go. So cycle around. It's all about the end game for us. We're trying to get used to doing it. Again, would like a fizz. And that is done on wood. Brick. Just should get us that. Yeah, it does. There we go. Shotgun out. Again, no one's landed here. Do you have a fizz? So put that round. Good fish. Someone this time has capped Solitude there. Again, good place to land. It's not being comped, I don't feel. I feel like people would have moved on from there as well by now. Let's get our metal up. Again. Go around the back side here. I want to try and limit the amount of time we're in the water. So this is 39. Again, if we head down here, we might be able to get some metal. Get our metal up to 500. Again, it does depend if anybody's landed here. Doesn't look like they have again. Okay, yeah, they have. But they've not looted fully. Get my metal up as much as I can. So just cycle around. I see these girders here. I think that's good metal. Should be also up to full metal. There we have full metal as well. There we go. A little bit more ammo for us will be nice. We do. Go for a really just looking for a fizz now. not secure on my crash pad plate. Downside reduces recoil, that's great. Again now, someone's cone down here for some reason. Again, just get in. And go cycle back this way. Here is the 100 points we're looking for. And I'm not exactly sure how many points is going to be winning the axe. We are not going to get it, but got one top 10 today. In the last game. Again, is that a fizz? So we're opening these up for so the ping comes in. There we go. A little bit better position. We can just build up here and just go from there. So play very, very defensive. I've got a shotgun play. See down low just to see. For some reason I still have edits on, simple edits, especially on this ping. Let's see if we can find anybody. Let's get in early. Hit some more brick up while we're here. So there's another top 25. Our backside. Again, we need to stay in a place we can rotate from. Again, let's just get a bit further up here, build up, settle in. Maybe just up here. That's us dead, isn't it? Yeah. Fucking hell. That was bad. I could have definitely got more points there. That's annoying. I think with the ping as well, you go in, it almost goes in slow motion, doesn't it? And so you sort of just, yep, I'm dead. I didn't think I should have threw a crash pad down. That is a little annoying, but what can we do? There's 3 matches remaining. 100. Top 200 get it. That's not going to be us. So we're 2,100 places, which is bad. I did expect the point totals to be a lot higher actually. There's other people obviously not super high limbs. Well, we haven't got any yet, so that's the way it is. It'll take a bit of time to find the server. After this game I will be running to go feed my cat, because you will hear her barreling through the door if she's not fed on time. Again, it's a bit of a longer wait for the server. Would have been a good time for me to go and do it, but there we go. I'm trying to decide, do we try and push here to try and get in the limb? You know how long the server's taking. I'm going to quickly go and check and feed my cat. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I say I'll just leave this gameplay on. We are back, and I picked up my glasses as well. Again, it should take us a couple of minutes just to get in to game. So, 106 points, 4 games remaining. 1 hour and 22 minutes left. So we could play out all 4 games if we manage to rotate properly and not jump off a cliff. So 150 points could be doable. So we just need to top 25 finishes. I think if we do manage to get to the 150 points within the next 2-3 games, I'm just going to hot drop the final one and see if we can pick up an elimination. Again, it's going to take a little bit of time to get into the server. It normally comes in about 2 minutes lately on these top servers, on these servers. It's been interesting. I've had, well, one game definitely with a top 10 finish where not being used to proper end game, where obviously there's building or proper rotation and stuff like that. It's definitely something I need to work on. On the top of this top 10 finish, I didn't have fizz or anything like that, which was a mistake on my part. Come on, 2 minutes and 22 seconds. There we go, finally. Yeah, no eliminations, all placement points, and I feel like when you're on this higher ping, that's the only thing you can do, is try and get placement points. I will jump onto a game on my maybe a closer server, because I'm only playing ranked on my own servers, which is Europe. So I feel like maybe jumping on to see what time it is in the morning. Maybe even NA East. Play maybe a solos game. And try and rotate it around again. So just shield straight away, very nice. Shield, shotgun, AR, med mist, and a fizz. Again, don't see anybody landing in this direction. Again, let's just grab this chest quickly. We've got our fizz. That's not ideal. Let's have some mats. I don't really want to use my fizz here. Let's get close to 400 wood here. Come on, small boxes. Again, not ideal. I'll take the splashes. Let's give ourselves some shield. Shotgun, a bit more shield. There we go. We'll take the med kit. Launchpad down, grab the med kit, and sort this out a little bit. There we go. Oh, I'm gonna aim for that. Wait, oh, I have to move this tree. Good shots by that. We can tank a bit in zone. Do have fizz if we need it. Fight going on behind us. Start cycling around. Get ourselves up to 100. Let's get a bit closer to zone before we medkit. Again, we can cycle around to here. There we go. Obviously other people playing the same tactic as us, landing out, rotating in. Hear the wind. Super chest. This is going to work for us. Again. that's great. Come on. Oh, definitely tank for a little bit. We've got a point. Okay. Circle round. Tank just a little bit now. Again, let's get into zone. Lost a lot of our mats there. More points coming on the board. Yeah. I think there's other people not wanting to take a battle as well as me. Just playing to our favour. Again, someone behind us. Again, let's get into here. That's better. Again, do with more shield. That's shield. Med mist. That's what we want. Okay, this time we're going to carry the med mist. Circle round. Do need to get a few more mats here and to circle it around. Again, do not, whatever you do, do not take the trees out like that. Where's that? Over there. Take that way. Stuff on wood. I go back around this way. We do have a red mist tank, but we've already been in storm. I'm not really gonna have time to loot that. I'll get into zone. Fighting in front of us. Again, I've not got fizz, which is what I wanted. We do manage to get some tags, yay! Surge! Again, I think what we need to do is cycle round early. As someone playing with clicks, and I just got absolutely bodied. There's 124 points. Through 3 games left. 26 points to get to 150. Okay. I'd like to get it done in the next game, to be honest. Maybe I should have used my launch pad there and just rotated out quicker. Hopefully we can get to those 150 points, and then we can try and hot drop. Try and hot drop and sort of getting a limb on the board, because it's not fun playing this way. Obviously this is actually the way you do see a lot of FNCS people playing for endgame, just try and pick up eliminations where they can. On the upside, we did manage to shoot somebody that game. I maybe should have tried to push the issue. Obviously, I did get him down to wide, so maybe a lucky shotgun shot would have done it for me. Again, if you're just tuning in, I'm on 300 ping. I did start at 5 AM here in the UK. I will look in the next couple of months to play some more competitive, but maybe on my own server, just so I feel like it can be a little bit more competitive. Obviously I'm not the best player in the world, and nowhere even close to it. I feel if we go and look and compete, if I can finish in the top 3,000, I'll be happy. Or was before last check 1,000. In the 2000s, again, it's not showing up where I am. You see, no eliminations. All my points have come from placement. And now it's completely light here in the UK. If anybody's watching, hope you have a lovely Saturday. Obviously, if you're in Europe, I'm not sure if other countries will go back to school this coming weekend. I know the US is obviously already back. Obviously, the NHL is about to start. NFL, not NHL. NHL doesn't start till October, so I've got another month or so for that. So before we land, I'll say what else I've got coming from the channel. And then, well, next week it will be Monday. We'll do some actual NHL hockey. We'll play 8 games with the New York Rangers. I think my aim is to play out the contract with the Rangers and then maybe move on from the Rangers. Hit this if we can. And with it. Yep, there we go. You know what? That was poor. Let's hot drop. Let's hot drop these 2 games. Let's give it 150 points. Let's see if we can get in a limb. I should have just carried on with my path there. Yeah, so as I was saying, so Monday will be some NHL New York Rangers. On Wednesday we will be doing some Fortnite. I'm going to try the region challenge on build mode, so I'll play every single region, 1 solo game, to see how I do in this season. And then Friday I will be back with some F1. I think we're at Baku, so a very good chance of me crashing out. I'm actually very happy with this week's Australian Grand Prix video. Grand Prix sort of finally got some points. Didn't manage to survive the whole race without losing a front wing, which I still haven't done yet. But I felt competitive on the track. I feel like if I could have just got two corners a little bit better, we would have definitely been higher up. Back of obviously a speed circuit, and this on F1 2023 I am allowed to use any of the preloaded setups, so I'm hoping that will mean we can be very, very, very competitive. Baku, there's just, I think I'd say two corners again at Baku where I suppose you got the castle section, which is the hardest section in the game. That's a high chance of me crashing into there. I think with Baku as well, the AI is going to brake extremely heavily, so we're going to have to be completely aware of that. It might be a situation where we need to qualify a lot higher up, which is going to be a push for us. And then after Baku, we do move to Monaco, which I have yet to finish a Monaco Grand Prix on any F1 game. So that should be fun. And then I believe we move to Canada, Austria and Spain, which I do fancy my chances at, especially Austria. If I can get the car maximised for that track, there's definitely a race win in my future there. And we just hit the 2-hour mark of the stream. Okay, let's hot drop this. Let's do Kappa Factory. We can land on a weapon, that'll be great. Okay, quite a few people and Kappa. I've got the worst landing. So people are pulling away. Again, people are landing there, knowing that it can rain down from above. And that person's obviously, I saw, got a, not a mythic chest, but a good chest. This way. No. Last game. I don't think I was ever going to get through that wall. There's one game left to play. I actually don't feel like it's possible for me to get a limb here. The FNCS starts in Oceania at 9 o'clock, so there might be some people jumping on now maybe for the last hour to get some competitive play in before that tournament, but very high chance of playing Zone Wars or something like that, so because it's all about in-game. FNCS, it's can be quite slow to watch if you're not used to watching it. But it's quite interesting to watch some pro players play it, especially seeing their landing spots. I watched a couple of streamers now landing at my regular spot, which is most likely why when I have gone to land there on different servers I am being very highly contested. And when you're not good at the game, you kind of want to get your loot before you start fighting, but that's not been the case for me, unfortunately. Okay, final game, 124 points. I've got a top 10 finish. Now, do I go for the limb, or do I try and go for 150 points? I think I'd feel happier with a limb over than the 150 points. Now it's actually a little bit quicker to find in the game as well, which is nice. Ready for the hockey season. There we go. Come on. Stand at the HQ. Let's go for it. He tries other people's tactics of landing higher up. Unfortunately, I've not landed on the weapon. There we go. We got a shotgun. It's not ideal. Completely forgot. So you don't have gold. You gold. Okay. SMG spam might be our way here. Let's land high. Splashes, yes. Red mist, great. And small pots, yes. Yeah, straight through. There we go. That's us done. Maybe I should have played for 150 points. Okay, let's just play one game on my own server. Oh, not on my own server, on a different server. And then I am going to go back to bed. We'll play some rocket racing. Yeah, so there we go. We finished on 124 points. One top 10 finish. No limbs, unfortunately. And that's us done for that tournament. Nowhere near collecting the Axe of Champions, but I didn't expect to. So let's jump on. and east. Yep, that's fine. There's some battle royale. Okay, in east, so it is about 2 o'clock in the morning in east time. So we're gonna get bodied a lot and quickly, or might be able to get a few limbs here. Again, server time a little bit slower. It's interesting, obviously I've got the stream up to my right hand side and I can see that there's always like a 5-second delay, which is nice. Obviously no one's screen sniping me, so I know that's not really an issue, especially when you're a small streamer. No one's going to jump on you stream and sort of go, oh, that's where you are, because I'm an easy elimination. You don't need to do that. And we're going to land our normal spot and sort of go from there. I really don't like this pickaxe. Okay, our normal landing spot sucks. Okay. I think it's hard when you're used to landing at the same spot every time. You don't really get to explore the map. I don't know a lot of where everything else is. On my region challenge, I did get close to winning, and he's again. I did completely forget that the helipads will be in this. Let's go a weapon. Some mats. Shotgun. And let's get all these lined up. Come on there. Let's take the med mist. Definitely prefer a different AR. There we go. Do kind of have everything we want and need. And go and see what's going on with that battle. this will be interesting. Okay, see someone just down there. Let's fizz on them. See if we can hammer. There we go. Again. I may have actually been a real player. Hope for their sake it wasn't. There's no limb. I feel like the first one was a real player. Hiding in the bush. Let's hold the supply drop. I did see a thing that Loser Fruit was saying that she noticed that her supply drops always end up miles away. And I'll agree with that one. Mine always end up a mile away as well. I get some full mats. Bugs. Again, I don't really want to be messing with bugs. Upgrade our fears. We're gonna take you. You will do. Actually, what we can do, use you. I'm gonna get out of here. So I got a rolly. Someone has picked up. Great. We do have 2 limbs, so that's better than nothing. Let's get some more mats. See if we can learn from our time in OCE. Need to take out this. And where is the other one? Nicely purged. Feelings. We can use the splash. There we go. There's everything done like that. Get our metal up. Let's get into zone. Someone's opened up over there. Right, let's go and get into this battle. You see that battle's going on as well. Into zone. Again, see if we can get this battle done. We're getting a limb, another human. Let's get some slurp on. There's the queen eliminated. Let's take care of you. We do gives us a mythic. Let's get out of here. I don't need to be messing around with these. Get our first S rank as well. This shows up where people are being eliminated. They're gonna follow us, aren't they? There we go. Okay. And that's us eliminated. Did actually eliminate some real players, which is nice, makes a change. And I think that'll be it for me for this morning. I'm tired. It's 7:30 now in the morning. Oh, I've been up since 4:30. And yeah, I'm going to maybe play one game of Rocket League. Not Rocket League, Rocket Racing. And that'll be me for the day. Thank you for anybody who has tuned in this morning. Actually quite happy with my performance in at least 2 of the games in Oceania. Got to play some end game, which was nice. Again, thank you for anybody who's watching, and I'll see you all on Monday for some NFL. NH, oh god, good god. Yeah, definitely time for bed. Goodbye.